You, of course, have built a very impressive career journey over the last 25 years. You have moved through various roles in the healthcare sector, all the way through to executive leadership. And then you have become one of the most influential and successful CEOs in the pharmaceutical industry. Would love to hear the story of how you got involved in healthcare and any pivotal moments that really guided your career path over the past 25 years.
Yeah, sure. So healthcare, interestingly, I got involved in it a bit by accident. When I went to law school, I had to go as a night student because I had to pay the bills. And so I had to get a job. And as I was looking for a job, I was hired by Thomas Jefferson University, which at the time was just the university, Allied Health University Medical School and University Hospital. It's changed. Healthcare's changed dramatically since that period of time. And so I wound up working in the hospital during the day and going to school at night. And so that was my immediate nexus to that. And then as I went to do my MBA after law school, I stayed there and wound up working in their law department. And at the time, managed care was just arriving on the scene. And so they said, oh, you're the new guy just out of law school. You run managed care. Never realizing how important managed care ultimately would come. I guess I'm making myself look old. But how quickly that would become. So it became, by happenstance, it became a more important position. Then I also took over compliance as compliance was emerging. And so from there, I decided to go into consulting. I went to Pricewaterhouse Consulting, and I took on more of a compliance consulting as the federal government and Department of Justice were investigating a lot of hospitals and pharmaceutical companies. It was kind of a new field at the time. And wound up figuring out as a consultant, instead of doing hospitals and doing, $50,000, you'll appreciate this, $50,000 engagements for 50 hospitals. If I focused on pharmaceutical companies, I could do $1 million engagements for 3 customers. Now today you would say 10 million or 50, right, because inflation, but that's how I got into the pharmaceutical industry, was really a move to have bigger, more sophisticated clients.
Yeah, I understand there's also a big purpose element as you then took on executive leadership roles. Maybe how do you think about that purpose and the role that pharmaceutical companies play in the overall ecosystem?
Yeah, so as I've spent close to the last 20 years in the biopharmaceutical and medical device industry, I would say that and I understand it's easy to be jaded from the outside, but on the inside, 99% of all people who work in this industry go to work every day to try to solve some real problem, some unmet medical need, solve a disease, cure a disease, treat a disease, it is really satisfying to be in an organization that's trying to do great things. Obviously, they're for-profit, and we run them as for-profit. But they are, there really is a dual mandate, and I find it really enjoyable. And even to this day, if I'm in the gym on the treadmill and a commercial comes on for one of the drugs that I played a role in getting approved, and it's on the TV, or someone tells me they're taking it and it makes their, if they have migraines, they no longer have migraines, something like it is really satisfying.